That new detergent really does get your whites brighter.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Voyager class Battle Core Optimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here you have a cool picture of Battle Core Optimus Prime. Battle Core, no yao guerrier, nucleo de combate, nucleo de batalha. I don't know what language that is. Transformers, logos. Same piece of artwork there on the side. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot. He is the final part of Repaintimus Maximus. And there you have your bio if you want to read it. And if you want to read it in some different languages, you can do that as well. There you have it. Enough with the packaging. Let's move on to the toy. Actually, before we move on to the toy, the most important part of the packaging, the collector's card. Yay! Collector's card. Cool picture, though. Yay! Collector's card. Anyway. So, moving right along. Here we have Battle Core Optimus Prime. And as you can see, he is the same Voyager Optimus Prime we got before, except he's in white. Yay! Yay! So he's done all the white. He does have some nice gold paint apps here. I like the gold striping. The gold paint is very nice. Got some silver on the smokestacks. Got that gunmetal gray up front here on the grill. They use some nice metallic paint here on the windshields. That looks very nice, but you have all that unpainted gray going on here, which really bugs me. And hopefully Repro Labels will put out a set for this one to fix that, like they did with the original version of the mold. That would be nice. You do get some of that gunmetal gray here on the headlights, which is nice. And pretty much it. No other paint anywhere else. And yeah, it's the Voyager Prime. Woo! And just for comparison, here he is with Voyager Prime. Woo! As you can see, red, white, red, white, red, white. That's pretty much it. So there you have that. And now let's just get the whole wave in. The whole wave of Repaintimus Prime here. So you can see them all together. Bring an Ironhide. Actually, put Ironhide over here. Get that guy in there. And we'll get Rodimus, the chess minion, right there. And there you go. There you got the whole team. All of Repaintimus Prime together at last. Yay. So there you have that. 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 And here we have this. Of course, he does come with his weapons, and it's the same weapons that came with the original Voyager Prime, done in the same gunmetal gray. The only difference is that the original Primes has the red handle, whereas this one has the gunmetal gray on the handle. So, only difference right there. It's just the color of the handles. They store the exact same way. You just plug them in back here, and they're molded to look like an engine block, which still looks pretty cool. So there you have that. So let's just get right down to transformation. As you could probably guess, the transformation is exactly the same as the original Voyager Prime. So get right down to it. Flip down these panels. Flip down the panels. Bring down the arms. You want to untab them there first. Swing them down. Swing them back. The side view mirrors will just tab in right there. You have to give them quite a bit of a push here because they're very stiff. A lot of the joints are a lot stiffer on this version, I will say. They tighten some stuff up. So just rotate at the bicep swivel so the hands are oriented properly. And you just bring the legs down, bring down this whole abular section right there. Extend the legs, and that will stay up on the back like that. Flip up his feet, flip the feet, split the legs. Like that. Raise the camera. Well, not you, me. I've raised the camera. That's my step. It's my step, not yours. And then just pop this panel and flip the head around. And boom! There you go. There you have Battle Core Optimus Prime in his robot mode. And he looks just like the original Optimus Prime, except he does have a different head sculpt. So let's take a look at that. Nice head sculpt. I do like the crest here, painted in that nice gold. Looks very cool. Nice blue on the eyes, nice silver there on the face. I wish I had a little bit more paint to it, but it is what it is. You do get that nice paint here on the chest, which I do like. Got the stickers here, the Autobot logos. Got some gold there on his belly. He's got some of that gold paint there on his hips, and some gold down here to break everything up. So he does look pretty cool in this color scheme, I will say. I'm honestly surprised they didn't call this Ultra Magnus, but hey. I'm glad, actually, they didn't call it Ultra Magnus, because I hate it when they do that. But, yeah, so articulation-wise, same articulation. Head is on a ball joint, but it is a bit limited. You only get so much wiggly-waggly movement here. Let me raise things up a little bit, because I feel like he's looking down on me. Don't you look down on me, Prime. How dare you? How dare you look down on me? Think you're better than me? You're not better than me. I am your master. I tell you what to do. Anyway, wiggly-waggly joint, a little bit of wiggly-waggly movement there on the head. Arms can do 360, in and out. A nice ratchet joint, bicep swivel, elbow bend, nothing at the wrist. He does have a waist joint. Hips can go forward, back, in and out. And we'll talk a little bit more about the hips in a little bit, but you do have inward and outward movement. Swivel above the knee. 90 degrees of knee bend, and he can move his toe up and down. Same posability right there. And of course, he can't hold his weapons. You can give him his guns. Right there. And there you have that. Now for comparison. Here he is with the rest of his wave. Let's see if we can get everybody in shot here. There's Mirage, there's Prowl. There's Sunstreaker, there's Ironhide, there's Rodimus the Chest Minion, and there we got the team together. That's right. Repaintimus Maximus! Engage! I don't know. But there you go. Yeah, you got the whole wave. And they look good together. I mean, they make for a good looking team. I can dig it. I can dig it. They have that, they have that, they have that, and they have that. And here he is with the original Voyager Optimus Prime. And again, the only difference is the paint and the head sculpt. You got red prime, white prime, red prime, white prime, red prime, white prime, red prime, white prime, white prime, red prime, red prime, white prime. There you go. Now, one improvement that was made to this figure is the hips. Now, on the original version of the mold, he had the problem of his legs could either sit stock straight, or you bring them one click out, and now they are just way too wide. So he can never really make use of this, you know, natural A stance that he's made to stand in. He just can't do it. His legs just stand too far apart. They needed that little in-between click, and it just wasn't there. Now, if you notice already on this guy, he is standing in that natural A stance. Standing right there on the flats of his feet, and it's perfect. So they did fix that problem. I don't think they actually added more clicks to the joint. I think they just kind of repositioned where they are, because if you start from right here, this is technically the first click, which now it's, you know, obviously you can kind of cross his legs now. You get, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4.5 clicks. Not even 5, like 4.5 clicks. And on the regular version of the mold, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So they didn't really give him any extra movement. They didn't add detents to the ratchet. It just seems like they just repositioned where those clicks are, so now he can stand in that A stance. So now basically he can cross his legs now if you bring those clicks all the way in. But if you bring him that one click out, now he can stand in that A stance that he's supposed to be standing in. So, still a very nice, very appreciated improvement. And apparently they did make that improvement on current releases of Motormaster. So apparently Motormaster also has these fixes also. So if you just got a recent Motormaster, you should have the new hip joints on there. So again, very, very nice improvement. I do appreciate it that now he can actually stand the way he's supposed to. Yay! That's one of the few times Hasbro actually fixed a problem. But anyway, let's get down to combine mode, so we can finally have the proper Repaintimus Maximus. So I'm just gonna rotate his head back in, right there. And then you're going to, I always forget how to do this, so bring the arms around, and bring them up, and these will tab in right there. Bring that up, and it should tab in, there you go. It seems like some of the connections are a lot more solid too, I will say that. It just really does really click in there. So it seems like they made some of the connections a bit more solid as well. So they did make some improvements to the mold, I will say. Like I said, some of the joints are tighter. It just seems like they did make some significant improvements in the mold. But anyway, rotate the waist, 180. Bring the legs around, bring them up, bring it down, flip up this panel, and it will tab in right there. Again, you don't have to tab in this panel. If you want to play around with the positioning of the hips, you can just leave that untabbed, but just for the sake of the video and doing it all proper like, we'll tab it in right there. Bring that around. Just bring that up like 2 clicks, and just bring this panel up, tab it in. Then just take the crotch plate there and just bring it up on the double hinge right there. Open up the chest, flip up the combine mode head, and there you have him in torso mode. Yay! So we'll bring in the other Prime here for comparison. Here's the original version in torso mode, and you can see how they look. And again, the only difference is just the paint. The combine mode head is exactly the same. Of course, mine's is repro labeled, but you can see, pretty much the only difference is paint right there. He does get some gold on his crotch. I wish they painted at least this little matrixy thing there in his chest. I wish they at least painted that. I mean, it does have nice silver paint here on the hip panels, but that's pretty much it. Not a lot of color on this guy. So there you have that. And of course, with this version of the mold, if you actually did tab these panels in place, it really affected how the combined mode would stand, because then he would get this tabbed in. You see, he just stands there with his legs together, and if you bring him that one more click out, now his legs are spread too far apart. So this is a case where you had to leave these panels untabbed just to get him in a stance where it didn't look completely dumb. So, yeah. Again, appreciative of the improvement to this mold here. So now that we got this guy in his torso mode, let's get his partners into their limb modes and slap this guy together. Alrighty, so we got these guys into their limb modes, so let's just start slapping these guys together here. Prowl on here. Ironhide. Right there. Getting Sunstreaker, getting Mirage. And of course we'll raise the camera because you can't see anything. Right there. And we'll plug in Rodimus the Chest Minion for the final touch. And there you go. There you have Repaintimus Maximus, or Optimus Maximus, whatever you want to call him. There you go. Looks cool. The color scheme, I think, does work. I mean, he looks good with the red Prime too, but this color scheme works. I can dig it. I can dig it. And of course, you can take the two weapons and plug them together right there to make the combined mode weapon, which always looks really ridiculous because it's way too skinny. But anyway, you can still hold that in his hand right there. There you go. Yeah, sure. Anyway, just for a comparison here, I'm going to bring in Superion. And pretty much all these Combiner Wars combiners are the same height for the most part. Here's a Menasor right there. And as things just fall off. Here he is with Defensor. Defensor is a bit shorter. And for some reason this leg never likes to stay locked in the way it's supposed to. There's a Defensor. A little bit taller than Defensor. That, as I knock more things over. Here he is with Magnus! See him there with Leader Magnus. Just for that sense of scale. So, yeah, there we go. We're at the end of our journey of this wave of Combiner Wars. We have Optimus Maximus, Repaintimus Maximus, whatever you want to call him. I'll just get in close here on the head sculpt just so you can see. Again, it's the same exact head sculpt, but got some silver there on the head crest. Nice blue eyes. Nice silver on the mouth plate. So, I mean, the paintwork is nice, what little of it there is, but it's still nice paintwork nonetheless. So, there you have him. Yay! So yeah, looking forward to the Bruticus wave. It looks like it'll be a cool wave, although it'll be another Alpha Bravo. But still, Bruticus looks cool. Looking forward to Victorion as well, although I really don't like her colors, but it'll be cool to have a female combiner nonetheless. And after that, I don't know if there's going to be anything else coming out for Combiner Wars. Oh yeah, the Skylynx wave. Totally forgot about that. Looking forward to Skylynx. Skylynx looks gorgeous. I want Skylynx yesterday. That thing looks amazing. I think that's the only figure from this line I have been legit excited for is Skylynx. I want Skylynx. I want it now. But yeah, other than that, I don't think they announced anything else from Combiner Wars. I mean, they're the G2 repaints, which I do not care about at all. So I'm not going to buy those. And yeah, again, all the reveals at New York Comic Con. Like I said, everything looks cool. Galvatron, yeah, duh, of course I'm going to get it. It's Galvatron. The Headmasters look cool. Blaster looks, alright. They just revealed Sentinel Prime, and yeah, he's going to be Astro Train. That's just blatantly obvious. He's going to get repainted into Astro Train. But still looks cool, and I will pick it up. And the inevitable Astro Train repaints. But yeah, some cool stuff coming out that I'm looking forward to for the most part. So there you go. But anyway, yeah, this is yeah, we finally reached the end of this wave of Combiner Wars. And yeah, another nice combiner to have on the shelf. So there you have that. So if you would like if my tongue would work, I could totally do this outro. How about that? If you would like a Battle Core Optimus Prime or any other figure from Combiner Wars, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. Get that back in there. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Combiner Wars playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Voyager class Battle Core Optimus Prime. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be a geek, be proud. Palm in your face. Magnus! Magnus! The Decepticons are on their way! The time to attack is now! Whoa, what's with the paint job there, Prime? Oof, I thought it would look good. It's indicative of my status. I am the world's white knight, a shining beacon of hope, the one who will light their darkest hour. You really think a lot of yourself, don't you? I don't understand the question. No, I didn't expect you to. Where are you going? Oh, come on, look how bright I am! Bathe in my light, Magnus! Bathe in it!